with Joe. Pull up a seat, let your truth unfold. Real talk, real hearts, real souls. It's coffee and conversations with Joe, where your voice has room to grow. No judgment, just love that flows. Coffee and conversation.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome in. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Joe. Like, we're live right here at the Filter Coffee Parlor. It is Wednesday. You got your cup of coffee? Let me go ahead and grab mine. Ma'am, I see you sitting over there. You got your cup of coffee yet? Big dog. Every week I got to tell you to grab your coffee, man, because you know I'm on, all right? If y'all got time, come on down to the Filter Coffee Parlor. We'll be down here for about the next 45 minutes to an hour. I got an exciting show today, as I do always. But today, this woman here, man, I don't know who her people is. I get tired of trying to get to people. I'm Joe Lockett. I'm supposed to be able to get in touch with your people quickly, and you're supposed to be able to come on my show. It don't work that way in the podcasting world. I don't care who you are, especially when they've been knowing people like Tabitha Brown and stuff like that. You know, you see them all over the place, man. Listen, Linda, listen. She's in the building, y'all. Y'all done seen her? She's even been on the TEDx stage. I ain't even been there yet. Y'all know who she is? Y'all been watching our advertisement out there? You sipping on your coffee? Because I got some coffee that I want to talk about with this young lady. The one and only Jessica S. Smith is in the building. Ooh, and they brought her coffee. Look at it. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
She's in the building today, and I'm super excited because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to her about. A lot. She's a podcaster. And, you know, you got two podcasters on the show today. Tell y'all what, if she try to take over my show, I want y'all to come down here and get her, okay? Because I'm gonna snatch her off stage. I'm just letting y'all know. All right. But anyway, y'all missed somebody. Because last week she abandoned me, y'all. She left me out here. She just left your boy. She left.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, she's back. Oh, you came back?
I'm back.
Really?
You so animated.
Animated. Me? Never. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, baby?
Good morning, Joe.
How you been doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Really? Where you been? You left me. Last week I looked over in that chair. I looked over in that chair. I was getting ready to do, you know, the Lisa's drama. And there was no drama to be done. We missed you.
I missed y'all too.
How's it going, baby?
It is going well. It's going well. I'm excited to be here.
But you know something? Before we get into this, I've been trying to get some of these folks to come to the show for a minute. I see Dee in the building. I sent her a message on Facebook about 3 weeks ago. She ain't answered it. I see her lovely husband here. Because I've been trying. I'm just calling her out, okay? Because I've been trying to get in touch. Because like, Joe, you ain't called me. I've been reaching out to her, and she ain't. Check your inbox right now, man, because I didn't hit you up. I hit her about a week ago.
You got one from me too, Lisa Craig Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see. But Jessica can get people to come out.
She brought the house.
She brought the house in. But what's going on, Mama?
So I was originally
Halfway through the week, let's go. Lisa's got the coffee, Joe's got the show. Sip it strong, feel that aroma. Welcome to Lisa's midweek drama. Don't smush.
Originally, I was going to talk about all these food recalls. I posted on Facebook yesterday. Lord, if you want us to fast, just say so.
Fast about what?
Because it's a recall.
What are you talking about?
But I had to pivot.
What are we talking about?
Listen.
The
one and only Dolly Parton passed away, Joe.
I heard that, man. You know, but you know something? I'm gonna say this. We ain't gotta work 9 to 5 no more.
Joe.
We ain't gotta work 9 to 5 no more.
Mercy. Dolly gone.
She's the greatest love of all.
I
love me some Dolly though.
We just gotta talk about her contribution to this world.
Yeah.
I mean, her music, her acting, her contributions to literacy. I mean, she wanted to make sure these children could read. My fondest memory is I took my children to Tennessee to Dixie Stampede. And that's one of our fondest vacations So I just wanted to have a moment of silence for Dolly and say to her, rest in peace and thank you for everything you contributed to this world.
You know, the thing for me with Dolly was this here. Out of all the music and everything she did, she was a bundle of love. No matter anytime you seen her, right? She always brought joy. She always brought love. She always brought respect to her and the world. She is an ambassador. She's an American treasure.
Yeah.
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, what color you are, what gender you may be. There's not a person that you can say that don't love them some Dolly Parton. She's gonna be missed. She's
a universal representation.
You know, her and Betty White.
Yeah.
Those two women. We're gonna miss them. Golden Girls, Betty White.
I have a visual, a visual of both of them. Just,
they're up in it. You know they're cutting up right now.
Oh yeah. And Dolly loved butterflies just like me.
Really? I love butterflies. Yeah, so shout out to Dolly Parton. Condolences to her family. Condolences to the world, man. We lost an American treasure.
We're grieving.
We really did. Yeah.
Back to you, Joe.
All right, guys. Y'all back? Y'all, how y'all feel about Dolly? In the comments, let us know. If you guys live right now, make sure if you're watching us, subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, subscribe to the channel. Say, hey, how you doing, right? Now, with all that being said, my friend, I think she's my friend. Just met her twice. But y'all have seen this woman on social media doing her thing, man. Very proud of her. I am honored to have her to come have a cup of coffee with this morning. We're going to have a conversation. The one and only Jessica S. Smith is in the building. What's up, mama?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. And I want to thank you for saying the S, because some people leave the S out, and that's very important. Because Jessica Smith is a standard name. Like, it's general. Like, you can look up a lot of Jessica Smith, but just the S. Smith and the Jessica S. Smith, that's distinctive. So I've been hearing that name for a long time.
Stephen A. Smith. Jessica S. Smith. Okay.
The middle initial matters when it's like.
It sets you apart.
Yeah.
It sets you apart.
Yes.
But, okay, so the S sets you apart, but the red hair and the glasses sets you apart.
It does. It does.
So was that part of the brand when you first did it, or you just always have the red hair?
Well, I've had red hair for about 5 years now. So I just wanted to do something different. Right before I got locks, I dyed my hair and I flat ironed it because I hadn't straightened my hair for like 5 years before that. So I was like, I just needed something different, and it's stuck like Chuck.
Just can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Is it all you?
Baby, it's all there.
It's all you.
It's all there.
I know I can't touch it, but I'm just saying it's all you.
Nah, don't touch it.
I ain't gonna touch it. I ain't gonna touch it. That's all you.
But it's all
ain't no weave. No.
I don't know what weave is anymore. I haven't had weave in my hair since. I doubt it's been a while. It's probably been like at least 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So before we get into this, you a podcast. What all do you do?
So I'm in ministry. I'm a podcaster. I also coach and produce other podcasts.
Okay.
And so everything right now is a stream of media. So I just became a full-time entrepreneur.
Congratulations.
I know. So I'm stepping out on faith doing that. And so I'm really excited.
Well, okay. So you've been in media for I think we talked a little bit about 4 years.
About 4 years.
So before we get into all the great stuff that you've done, were you born here in Birmingham, Alabama?
West side, this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what school did you go to?
I actually went to high school at Restoration Academy in Fairfield, Alabama.
Okay.
So it is a private school located in downtown Fairfield area. Back then it was very small. I had 10 people. It was 10 of us that graduated in 2010.
Really?
Yeah. Now it's tripled that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a very small school, but I love that. But prior to that, I went to Center Street Middle School. I went to McElwain Elementary School. Both of those are closed. So I did go to Birmingham City School, but my daddy was like, we're gonna take that out, go private school.
Must be nice. I got a Birmingham education. That's why, yeah, I got
education ain't bad. It was just what you did with it. Obviously, you did good.
I'm a product of Birmingham education. You know what I'm saying? I can't cross the T, but I'm still doing well. You know what I'm saying? Cougar me. But let me ask you this: 2-parent household, brothers, sisters?
No 2-parent household. My parents divorced when I was like in first grade.
Okay.
And then my daddy married while I was in middle school, divorced that, and then now he's married to my bonus mom. She's wonderful. I think they've been married for like at least 10 years, over 10 years now.
Okay.
So,
brothers, sisters?
So I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay. Was you a scholar in school?
Was I a scholar in school? No, I was pretty average.
Okay.
I was pretty average in school. But I was
so you made some F's and D's?
I made some C's. They felt like it was when I went home because my dad played it.
He played the fiddle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. College.
The University of Alabama.
Okay. Roll Tide.
Mm-hmm.
Roll Tide.
A big THE.
Okay. So what did we get a degree in?
Communication studies.
Okay.
With a minor in family studies.
With a minor. So okay. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Because people with these diplomas always say, well, these certificates, this is a diploma we're talking about?
It's a degree.
It's a degree, okay.
It's a degree.
You get a diploma, then a degree. So when you get a degree, right, it's what? I got a degree in this, and then I minored in, what does that mean?
So that like your major was your primary focus, right? But most of the majors require a minor, so a secondary focus. That's the best way I can explain it.
Okay.
So my primary focus was communication studies, which you study like rhetoric, speech, dialogue. Mm-hmm. The minor was family studies.
Oh, so my major was graduating, and my minor was girls. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have flipped that though. Your major was girls, and your minor was graduate.
We ain't gonna tell nobody.
Okay.
We ain't gonna tell nobody. So you did 4 years, 8 years?
4.
4? Okay.
4. I had to get done at 4 because I ended up getting a scholarship while I was there.
Wow,
and it was, when the funds is up, it's time to go.
Yeah.
So I made it out in 4.
Okay, that's good. So what did you do right after that?
I went into working retail. So I worked at Target. I worked at Coach. I did those simultaneously. Then I left both of those, got an opportunity at JCPenney. Went from JCPenney to Enterprise, and then Enterprise is Enterprise.
Okay. So how's the Cup of Joe?
The Cup of Joe is good. It's good. I would have probably added some honey to mine though.
It's honey in there.
No, I need some more.
We'll get you.
I can do some more. I can do some more honey.
Okay, we'll bring some more honey.
But I like it.
Okay.
It's smooth.
Okay.
I just like honey real bad.
Okay, honey, we're gonna get you some honey.
Don't ask me no question you don't want to answer to, John. I just want to buy honey. But this is really good.
We're gonna get you some honey. Come on, honey. Come on now. You on call for the conversation. No, so let's go here. So you graduated, you worked. What got you into podcasting?
So you already warned me that you a heathen. So it's
I am. Everybody knows that.
But seriously, one of my spiritual leaders when I was in Montgomery, Alabama, Christian T. Howell, he told me that I should be a podcaster. He kept telling me that because at that point I was already on YouTube doing some stuff. I didn't realize I was doing a podcast pretty much, but I was just doing some stuff like interviewing people already, having conversations on couches, trying to figure it out, just using my phone and a mic, right? And so he just kept telling me that I needed to do it. And sometimes you just need to listen to what other people see, right? Because sometimes you don't see it in yourself. And so I just trusted that, and I asked him for the help to get started, and I did everything myself my first season. So that's how I got started, just trusting somebody else's word.
So let's go here because a lot of people watching this want to know, okay, how do you get in podcasting? And I always tell people, just pick up your phone and start to record, right? Because sometimes we got you some honey coming.
Oh, thank you. Bless the Lord.
Because a lot of times, right, people think they need a fancy setup. They need all the microphones and stuff like that. People don't care. If you got a good message with good content, it will go viral. You don't have to have all the fancy switchers and all this other stuff, cameras, right? Just have a good message. You can sit in front of her. Now, would you not agree with that?
No, I do agree. I tell people to start with what you have. Like all you have is all you need. And these phones that we have, like they have better phones, better quality than some of the stuff that you're trying to buy. And you don't even know how to use what you're trying to invest in. So it defeats the purpose. Now you're getting frustrated. You don't want to record and you don't want to do what you're supposed to do because you're trying to use everything else that you're not trained or skilled to do it. So yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that.
And I would tell folks to know, there you go.
Thank you. Okay.
Let's go ahead and see if there's enough honey in there, honey.
You're not gonna let me down on this one, huh?
Well, we're gonna try. We try to make everybody happy when they come.
That hit right there.
Okay.
That hit right there. Okay, now we can really have a coffee and a conversation.
See, I have to make sure you're comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So, what the name of your podcast is? Ask Jess or Jess Ask?
Yes, Just as the podcast.
The podcast. Where did the name come from? I understand, but how did you come up with it?
So I was in a season of where the Lord was trying to get me to prompt me to ask more. And so Matthew 7, It talks about asking you shall be received, seeking you shall find, knocking the door shall be open. And so my motto at that time was he just wanted me to ask him. So every time I saw him in prayer, I need you to ask me for what you want. Just getting the trust that my word, that he cares about that. And so I was doing that, and then it was a play on my name. Like I was like, oh, okay. So that's how I came up with the name in that season. It was just like the season that I was in, and it just has stuck and made sense for my platform.
So let's go here.
What?
I want to talk about your first podcast. Y'all ready? Because I want y'all to understand, we're going to go to where she went, where she is now, but how was that first podcast?
It was trash. It was trash. I was like, hi, you guys. My name is Jessica.
Wait. What's the divorce?
Baby, I don't know what that was. I was just like,
wait a minute, you code switch?
People, real bad. Real bad. Real bad.
Do that again.
Hi, my name is
No, go ahead, do the intro. I want to see the intro.
I was like, hi, you guys. I'm here to start my podcast, and I just want to take you on a journey. Girl, shut up. Like, I cannot even, I cringe every time I watch it. You can't even watch that, right? But I do, though. Because I have to remind myself when I get frustrated with where I'm not yet, I've come a long way. Like, I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and where I am, I couldn't even imagine this for myself. I didn't even have this as a long game. It was like a hobby at first. It was just okay, I'm gonna obey this, I'm gonna do this, but then I started investing in the craft, and it was like, dog, I'm actually pretty decent. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So no, but the first episode is going to be bad.
So when you first did that first episode, right, and you look back at that episode, what did you think of yourself besides trash?
Like looking at it now?
No, back then.
Back then, looking at it, I was then when I redid it, I was like thinking in my head that I couldn't believe that I was doing it because in some instances I didn't honor my own word to myself.
Okay.
Right. So it was bigger than just starting it. It was like honoring my word to me and just executing is something that I didn't really think for myself, but trust, like going back to trusting that word. So when I rewatched it, it was like, okay, editing right then, I was so stuck on learning the skill of it. And just executing and being consistent with it. I'm like, okay, well, I have to do this. I have to edit this. I was just trying to figure it out. But watching it back now, it's like, man, I've come a long way. Like,
what made you change the voice?
So I have a best friend. His name is Greg. And he called me out on it. He was my first accountability for the podcast. And he was like, bruh, don't nobody want to hear it. People want you, and you're not presenting you in the way I know you. He was like, I know there's some things that you might not want to talk about right now. You're getting your feet wet, but what is this? Because this ain't you. And because when you're in corporate, you're taught in so many stances that to code switch and what people do and don't want and have to present yourself.
We're not taught. We anticipate that they want us to code switch. I was never taught to code switch, but I do. I have.
I've been taught to code switch.
Oh, someone taught you code switch?
I've been taught to code switch. Like there, and I'm gonna just tell you who I've been taught by. Okay. Even if it's not directly, it's indirectly, right? So my mom, bad, like real bad to the bone, right? But there's my mom's voice, and then there's Nancy's voice. Hello, my name is Nancy. Right. That is teaching indirectly somebody that you have to code switch when I'm around somebody, and you have to code switch.
Well, I'm gonna have to say I was taught to code switch too.
Okay.
I've taught the code switch too, because
you learn that you learn how people manage themselves through their actions. And so
because I remember there was times when I was a kid. In fact, people watching us now was remember their mom, and all of a sudden she'd be and she get around certain people. So hey, how you doing? And the voice she goes like a couple of octaves. Yeah. And then as soon as she finished, so they're not around anymore. She back to being herself.
Back to being herself.
Yeah. So I lied, America. I was taught to code switch too. Then
you didn't lie. You just weren't aware.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but because I think when I was in the military, I guess it would become a form of code switching. My voice didn't change, but I would talk a little bit more proper. I would slow down and enunciate my words a little bit.
Your body language would change.
Yeah, I would change a little bit. Yeah,
you're not slouching. You lean up so because you want people to take you seriously in a moment and not judge you based on your accent, your how you dress, how you walk. Like you don't want people to judge that, so you want them to hear the information. And I didn't think people would understand or digest the information the way it was presented just for me.
But you know something, I sort of missed that. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is because the younger generation, right? I don't think you need to code switch, but you do need to know how to conduct yourself in certain situations, right? The way you are at home is not the way you should be outside.
Correct.
I don't care what ethnicity you are, right? You can't be who you are in that car when you're going outside to do business. And I think right now, just tell me what you think about this.
So I think another way of saying that is the version of you that people get at home is not deserving for everybody, right? So you might get this version of me, but everybody doesn't get the version of me that's like playful. Most of the time I can be playful, but I'm more serious because I want people to understand I'm serious. But people like, you need to kind of interject some of that playfulness in there because people are trying to get to know you. And that's why I've struggled with, because I am so serious. I'm like, okay, I can see this. We were talking, I was like, all right, what's this camera? My mind strictly goes business, but I'm like, people don't want that all the time. So I think knowing that every version of you is not needed for every room, and the version of you that's needed, you just have to learn that. And I said, so I wouldn't say that like this generation, they on another level of freedom walk. they walk a little free. Do they have opportunities? Yeah, but one thing I do appreciate about this generation is that it's not that they don't care, but they care about their thoughts, their identity so much more than someone else's thoughts and about them.
If you guys just looking in right now, we're live at the Filter Coffee Parlor right here on the south side downtown, drinking a cup of Joe, having a great conversation here with my good friend Jessica. Learning a little bit about her. The itching question that everybody wanted me to ask you.
Right? What is that?
It's only one thing. I mean, how in the hell did you get Tabitha Brown? I mean, that's what everybody really want to know.
How did I get Tabitha Brown?
Or how did Tabitha Brown find you? What was, because we saw you. I saw it. That's how I actually recognized who you were.
Really?
Right? Because I didn't know you before then.
Right.
But when someone, because this is someone from Birmingham, so the word Birmingham and Tabitha Brown, right? You're like, okay, who is that person? Then I saw you, then I said, who is her?
Y'all don't know me.
I didn't.
Who is this girl?
Honestly, I'm beyond what I said. I said, who's this?
Yeah.
Right. But I was impressed when I saw you. Very professional, right? And I could see why Tabitha Brown wanted to do business with you, right? Or have you do the introduction for you, right? But then I was asking my question, like, how did she get that and why come I didn't? Because I have this word that I use, right? Y'all better not steal it, right? It's called jopping.
Joppy?
Joppy.
Oh, you said it like this, joppy.
Joppy. It depends on who I'm talking to, but it's joppy, okay?
Okay.
It's Jappy, joppy.
Okay, what does it mean?
Jealous happy.
Oh, okay.
I was happy for you.
But you was jealous.
I was a little jealous too.
There's something to be a little jealous about. That's right.
But listen, hey, congratulations on that, baby girl. Yeah. Tell me about it. How'd you get it?
So it got me.
Okay.
So what was that? 2024 when she did I did a new theme tour. I had already bought tickets. I bought 4 tickets to attend that show, so I was already planning on being there. And of course, she's on that's why I write the vision, make it plain so that they can run with it. She was already on my list of people that I would love to like interact with, interview for my podcast, X, Y, and Z. So the time came when she put the message out where she was looking for a content creator. Now, mind you, I didn't consider myself a content creator. I didn't really understand what that was. I thought it was people that actually capture the content. That's what she was looking for. And so people started tagging me and I was surprised. And my sister was like flipping out. She was like, this is for you. This makes so much sense. Then I'm at work. Now, all this going on, I'm at work. I'm being tagged everywhere.
Right.
So I end up like commenting on it. I was like, hey, something about basically, I'm your girl. All right. So literally on the FaceTime with my sister, Kendall, and my best friend, Desiree, and she had inboxed me.
Wow. She
inboxed me and I flipped. I was like, okay. She asked for my email and then she sent me a voice message saying, hello there.
Okay.
She said, hello there. I just want you to know that this is not, this is a real page and I'm directly messaging you, whatever. So we went through the fluff and I told her, I was like, I literally just emailed your people to ask you to be on my podcast. And so it was just a God thing. She considered it a God thing because she's a believer, and she was like, she looked at my page, she clicked on my profile, looked at my page, she's like, this is her. And the encouragement there, going back to the root of just starting your podcast, just starting whatever you're supposed to start. If you never put anything out there, you don't give anybody anything to grab, right? She couldn't grab a hold of me if I wasn't presenting myself in the manner that I was, right? And I wasn't I won't say I was as consistent. I wasn't putting a lot of clips out there and all the stuff like that. I was still in my learning path, right? But because of what I did put out there, the last few clips you saw was of my podcast. And at this point, I don't even think I had 500 subscribers on YouTube.
That's what I want to ask you.
I don't even think I had 500. I probably had like 300, probably like 300 subscribers on YouTube. And so it wasn't about the number of people. It was about me presenting myself in a place where I could be seen. The right people need to see you. And she was the right person to see me. She had a need, and I met her need.
You know, I have a similar story.
Okay, let's talk about it.
When I was on radio, there was a time when this was, let's say, I don't remember what year it was, but anyway, it was during the time when this election was going on, and they was looking for people to actually be do a TV hit on news, cable news, MSNBC, Fox, CNN, all that good stuff. Right? I think it's about the Roy Moore situation back in the day, Judge Roy Moore. I happen to have a show on Saturdays. Well, someone from MSNBC was driving through Birmingham, right, on a Saturday to get here to do the spots for Monday. They heard my show. Didn't know they heard my show because I was doing my show. It was on Saturday at the time. So I get a phone call. I'm at home on Monday.
Yeah.
It was Monday. I get a phone call from the radio station. Now, mind you, the radio station, I didn't work for the radio station. I own my own show.
Okay.
So they called for the radio station asking for me. They said, this is MSNBC. We need to speak to Joe Lockett, the guy on your radio show, right? Well, they're like, he doesn't work here. We're like, can y'all get in touch with him? Right. So I got like 3 or 4 phone calls, a missed call, like from the radio station saying, give us a call. It's urgent. Right. So I called him like, okay, yeah, what's up? Someone from MSNBC want to talk to you. I'm like, huh? So I called them, right? I got calling number, right? And this was Deborah from MSNBC, and she was like, we saw you, we heard your opinion over the weekend. We would love for you to do a hit with us. At that time, I didn't know what a hit was.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is a hit?
Well, a hit basically means that when they're gonna do a spot on you.
Okay.
They do a spot for you.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking I got to go fly somewhere or something like that, right? They said, no, we're in town. You got to go down to Channel News 13, right? And what happened was they had the whole crew set there. So they had all their cameras, like here, had all their cameras set up in there, right? And then they had this one big camera, and you just got to stand there, right? You don't see nobody. You just got this thing in your ear, right?
Yeah.
And so you don't see her, but then all of a sudden you hear the voice that you done heard on TV. You don't know what they're gonna ask you, right? So I'm standing there, right? And they said, they just told you, just be prepared. They're gonna come to you, and we'll point to you when they come to you. Because I happened to be on a panel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going into at that point. Right. So I'm up on TV. I didn't know it at the time, but I was on a panel, and they was going around talking to people, and then they was coming to me. I didn't know this. Only thing, I'm just listening to see what they're saying, right? So I think it was Stephanie Rule that I was talking to at the time. I forgot. I was talking to her. Anyway, I did the hit. As soon as I got off, my phone rings again. Can you do another hit at 2:30? Sure, I can, right? So I did another hit, right? I got off that time, and then they didn't call me. Then the next morning they called me, and another station called me and said, "Hey, we saw you. We want you to do another hit." And that just, I did that for like 2
years. So you was hitting out the hit out the hit.
I didn't know what to do with it. Jessica, I didn't know what to do with it. I was on national TV.
When you say you don't know, you didn't know what to do with it. What does that mean for somebody that, like, how do you know to do with it? Because you weren't really prepared.
I knew I was supposed to do something because it was a big moment, but how to scale that to make it work for me, right? I didn't know, and no one around. Everybody was congratulating me, right? Well, there were people congratulating me. There was people hating on me. I ain't gonna say hating on me. People didn't like my commentary, so I was getting slaughtered on social media, right? So you had love and you had the hate. Let me tell you something. It is not a lie that people don't understand that when you get national hate or love, it's not good or bad. Because man, I'm sitting at my first time I got my first hit on national TV. I'm sitting there, my phone. But you know, you're looking at your phone, right? And then you know you see these bad comments, then you start trying to reply to them, right? Because I'm like, no, that's not really what I was saying. Then once you reply to it, then you done got like 1,000 more messages, right?
Yeah.
And so I have to give my friend, and she's watching, Joy. She seen my phone because it kept going off. She seen my expression. I was losing my joy for what just had happened. Joy took my phone, right? She cut that phone off and said, boy, enjoy this moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let it all go.
Yeah.
But the onslaught of hate that can come from social media, I can only imagine what some of the celebrities have to go through. I mean, I went through it for 72 hours.
Yeah.
Well, it was a 48-hour period. And it took me 2 weeks to actually, I didn't really clear my name.
Yeah.
But it took me 2 weeks to get through and let people know I'm not a bad guy, because what happened was I'm a black guy on a conservative station. I'm a conservative. And what I said to some of the black community took it to heart, right? Took it that I was hating because I'm out here dancing for the white man, is basically what they were saying, right?
You're Uncle Tom.
I was Uncle Tom. Yeah. I was Uncle Tom. I mean, man, listen, there were people making content about me, you know, like they do Stephen A. Smith from the There were people making content. They was having my picture up there, and they was making content. If y'all go out there and Google it, it's out there, right? They was making content about me, saying that I did this and I said this, right? And I'm like, y'all don't know me, but thank God, man, you got to have good friends in your life.
So let me ask you this:
Sure.
So how did that, what did that tell you about you in that moment, though? Like getting those bad comments and having people judge you out loud, right? It's one thing when you're behind my back, I can't hear you, but you're judging me out loud. Like, what did that tell you about your readiness for something like that?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
And turn the cameras off. I want nobody. I want nobody to see this. It didn't hurt me, but a little bit. Yeah. What hurt me was it affected my family.
In what way?
My mom and dad was, because I'm their son, right? And my mom and dad, Democrats, they're Christian. I'm a conservative. And so these folks are talking about my mom and coming to them like, this is your son, this is my mom trying to defend me, right? My dad, I guess my dad was trying to defend me too, right? My brother trying to defend me, right? And they're going after them. Their phone is ringing because people trying to get interviews with my family and what you got to say about. Yeah, it was bad. And so I had to tell my mom to stop trying to defend me. Just tell folks that your answer should be, that's my son, that's his opinion, I disagree with him.
Yeah.
Right? Let me handle this myself. I had to stand on my own 2 feet because I didn't want my family going through what I said to dictate. Because you going to church and you trying to defend your kid, right? At church, you at work, people looking at you crazy, right? Because I didn't say something, but again, I don't know that was going to do all of that, but it did. Let me say it again, it did. For me, I was already military tough for the thing, but I'm a people pleaser to a point. So did it affect me? Hell yeah, it did. Did I feel some kind of way? Hell yeah, I did. I was mad.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm a good person.
Yeah.
But you can't explain to the world when somebody wanted, because people don't care. Let me say this. The people that's online don't care what you meant. They only care that they can get content off of what you said.
They care about their perspective.
That's it. And even it's not even that perspective. But anything that's going to get them clicks and views, they don't care how it feels about you. And that's the honest God truth, right? So whatever you put out there, just know that if it's bad, stand on it, right? And be who you are. Lean in. I would tell anybody to lean into it unless you made a true mistake and apologize early. Right? Apologize, let it go, right? And stay off of social media. And in 72 hours in the news cycle, it would normally die down unless you did something horrific. Right? So a news cycle, y'all, if y'all don't know this, is 24 to 72 hours. After 72 hours, most time after 24 hours, they move on to something else unless you just uber famous, and then they can keep that the trend going. But if they can't keep the trend going, just they let it go. Mine lasts about 72. Mine lasts about 72 hours for as the on slaughter. But it took me 2 weeks or maybe a month, right? Because here in Birmingham now, people looking at me, right? Because people knew I was on that radio station, but now people know I'm on this radio station. So now you got people like this black guy on this radio, on this white folks radio station. He's a sellout. He's an Uncle Tom. He's this, right? And this is where I was going earlier. It's good to have good friends. It's good to have friends in Alabama that knows you and trust you. One of my good friends, Abdul Allah Wahid, right? Big Wall, right? Those guys knew me.
Yeah.
They called me on their radio show and let me explain myself to the black community. Let me say that again, right? Abdul Allah Wahid and Big Wall, WJLD 1400, right? They called me and let me come on their Sunday show. All the calls came in, right? And people coming in, boy. That shit was hot.
They were ready. They were ready.
But I had an army. They was around me like, yes, this is my conservative friend. He does this, but I know his heart. I know who he is, right? And if he said this here, this is what he meant. If he said this, and they stood strong with me, 10 toes down. Those brothers got me back into the community, got me back invited to the barbecue.
Because you was restricted.
I think I was.
My goodness.
I think I was. But I would tell anybody, it's a great place to be. But as I said, I didn't know what to do with it. Because at that time I didn't have a coffee. I didn't have a book. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell anybody, like you said, right? It goes back to how we get to this point. Put yourself out there, because you never know who's going to hear it. You never know who's going to see it. The other part is this here, is make sure that as you're building, that you're building yourself an asset. Meaning that your book may not come right away, or your t-shirt game may not come right away, right? But when you get there, find somebody who knows what they're doing and knows how to make that moment last you another 72 hours.
Correct.
Right? You got to be able to scale that. Like with Tabitha Brown, how did you scale it?
I didn't. And that was my biggest thing. Like at that point in time, you're talking real good, because this is what I teach people on the back end of my mistakes, right? I didn't have a product. I didn't have a community for people to land. I didn't have people, a connecting point. I like to call it a connecting point. And so the only way what I did do, I scaled relationally. If I did scale something, I scaled in relationship, because like one of my mentors, his name is David Chance, 7-figure podcast community.
Did he come here?
He did come here.
Okay,
promoting the podcast.
Yeah.
So
DJ Strick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? When I was able to do this, because I was in the community trying to learn all of these things when that happened. So I leaned on him and CJ and Carl to help me prepare for this moment. And so that was the biggest thing for me, like relationships, building relationships, relational collateral. That's what they call it. I think that was a big thing, and I scaled there. But relationships don't pay bills. No. They can get you into doors, they can help you, whatever, but they don't give you the currency that you need.
But let's talk about that though, because again, people got to understand that when you see stuff, you're not supposed to get paid. You're not. When you're on national TV, most of the time when people like with Def Comedy, you ever heard about the comedians being on Def Comedy Jam, they were broke. They were sleeping on somebody's sofa. You don't get paid at that moment. You have to know how to brand yourself in that moment so you can get paid. You got to put your act together. You got to put your podcast together. You got to put everything together. But now the best thing I can tell anybody to do in those moments, get those contacts, keep in touch with those people, whether it's saying, hey, how you doing? Send them a gift card. Keep in touch with those people, see how they're doing. Because once you get yourself together or start asking them questions, don't bother them, but ask them questions. Like when I was watching the news, if I would have known better then, I would have been kept watching the news, right? And said, okay, with the contacts that I had, if y'all need somebody, I'm here, right? If you need somebody, I'm here. And I was doing that for a little while because, again, I got to give another person a good shout out. Eric Gus is one of my good friends. So he was on national TV. So I did call him, and he told me he's the one who had me actually help me get prepared for the hit and what it was going to be. You know, he kind of set me up for that. But he told me how to go national. But then you got to be ready. Let me say that again. Going national or going big, right, ain't all it's cracked up to be if you're not ready for what that's going to consist of and what you have to go do. Because it's just like if you're going for a role on a movie, right? It takes time. Right. And you have to be ready to travel, because everything, sometimes they don't want to just do a hit because they spend the money. You need to go to New York. You need to go to California. You see what I'm saying? They want you there in the studio to go do certain things. And sometimes when you get there, Jessica, they don't need you because the news done broke. And you got to go home, and you don't get paid. You don't get paid to be on national TV. When you're on news, there is no pay. This is all done for free. So if you don't know how to pimp yourself out there and have them seeking would they advertise your book or whatever, that's on you. So when I was doing it at that time, I was married. And can I be real with you?
Come on.
I got scared.
You got scared of?
I got scared of what it was going to take to get done. And I don't think I had the confidence in myself to go through what it needed to be done.
And that's a real thing though.
Yeah.
Because I also had to overcome. So the ones that you call my bodyguards.
Yeah. They sit up here right now with their arms crossed.
He called y'all my bodyguards.
hey, y'all, back in the background, right? She got two people sitting up here just like this. Say one word if you want to, bruh. We're going to shut this podcast down.
I was about to say, they're my babies. They're my babies.
They pet bulls, but they pet bulls back there.
But they not gonna play by me, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Look at me sitting there with his arm crossed right now. Say one word.
But no, so people like them, right?
Yeah.
They always talk to me about like the value that I bring. Trey was just asking me the other day. He was like, "Hey, what do you charge for this service? What do you charge?" And just stretching me for the things that I should be offering, because in this mindset, like being a believer, right? We're taught, like, in a sense, it's almost like you're the giver. You're supposed to be giving. You give. But no, it says my gift will make room for me. And so I didn't really grasp and protect that concept of, oh, I don't have to give this level of information out. Somebody will pay me for my intellect, right? Because I didn't have a book. I don't have a book yet. You know what I'm saying? There's something in the works. But like, I didn't have a product for people to buy. I wasn't a hairstylist. I wasn't into fashion. I didn't have clothes. I didn't have these things. I just had me. And like really embracing the fact that my intellect is worth a lot of money. And because also I work for this. Like, at first I didn't know anything about podcasting, and now I know a lot about podcasting. And even the things that I don't know, I'm still leaning more into. And I'm far much ahead than the next person saying, "Hey, I want to start a podcast." You know what I'm saying? So leaning into that idea has been a opportunity for me, and just being confident that somebody would pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And not belittling myself based upon what somebody else can afford.
True.
You get what I'm saying? I think that's such an honest and much needed conversation to have, because people, you want to be honest, Joe? People look at you and say, okay, he got this little, tailored stuff going on. He got his shit. He always got a shiny, clean hair. He got his fresh glasses on, got his boots, he got his coffee. He just out here getting it. But you don't know the cost of my emotional, spiritual, physical, mental drive that I had to get to this point of offering this to y'all, because I was fighting with myself. Yes. And so people will be like, "Well, Jessica, why don't you, baby?" Y'all keep on, why don't you? But when it's time to pay for something, y'all want to pay for it.
Everything comes out of your pocket. Everything comes out, and people people heard it, but they don't really get it.
Yeah.
ROI. Okay. What's the return on investment for me? Because there are people in your team, right? At some point they want to get paid. Can
you say that again? We are not. Where's the camera? What camera on?
Put the camera on. Your camera right here. He gonna put the camera right there.
We are not out here playing patty cake and baker's man. Okay, this is not Barney as a dinosaur. Okay, I love him, but this is not that. We are trying to be out here creating legacy, and y'all out here playing like we trying to just do everything for free. Alabama Power want their money. Okay, you can proceed.
Sure. I bet you been wanting to get that. I bet you been wanting to get that out for you.
I think people get so caught up in what can you give me. Oh, I almost said something I wasn't supposed to say. Ooh, okay.
You call some conversation. Ain't nobody gonna hear you.
No, I was about to say a situation that was too fresh.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But people will literally ask you for your stuff that you didn't work for.
Why everybody in this shop laughing, y'all?
That you didn't work for,
right?
And think that they deserve it because they got a good idea. That's a problem. I had a good idea too. Guess what? I worked on that idea. I invested in that idea. I submitted my idea to different mentors. They helped me groom the idea. You didn't do what I did to get all of this. So why do you think you deserve it? Because you wanna say, oh, I can. Let me not say that because I'll be telling on myself. But yeah,
bro, whoever you are, don't ask her for that no more.
You know what? But the thing is, my motto is just ask. But when I just ask, I'm coming with something.
Right.
I'm coming,
now preach right there now.
Something.
Yeah.
I'm not just asking, just say, hey Joe, let me go ahead and have some free coffee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Joe, you know what? I have X amount of followers. This is my demographic. I think that this event, your brand will benefit off this event. Why don't you bring your coffee and allow us to, market that for you?
Now we talking.
That's still an ask.
That's the ask. Yeah.
I'm bringing something. Yeah. I have a quality ask.
Right.
I don't know who need to write that in the notes. I felt the anointing right there. It's a quality ask, but don't come asking me when you don't have something, and you have to find out what your something is, because the level of something that I have, you might not have it, but you don't know until you understand what your value is, what your value plan.
Just as we're speaking about this, my thing is, you can't breathe the same air I breathe if you haven't breathed it before.
My Lord.
You know what I'm saying? The altitude that I'm at right now, right?
Yeah.
Some people would choke in the room that I'm in.
Oops. You right about
I'm just being honest. The rooms that I'm in right now, right? You would choke and suffocate in the room that I'm in. And there's no slight against anybody. But I've worked to get here. Okay. So I know how to handle the pressure. I know what to do in this room. You don't. Right? If you're on my shirt tail, if I allow you in the room with me, just be quiet and take notes. Right? That's what you need to do. Because again, for me, when I got into this business, I did not get paid one single dime to learn what I learned. All of it was my time. All of it was my energy put into it. Right? And I didn't want no money.
Joe, you talking so good, because the thing about it is, what you can't serve, you can't profit. You trying to profit off something that you haven't served your way into, right? Podcast, this game has allowed me to serve people in a different way that I've never experienced.
Gotcha.
Now I'm looking for my profit, and I think I deserve to look for my profit, because I've gotten to the point where I've invested so much. I'm looking for my ROI. But I think that people are always looking for what is in it for me. But I think a healthy part of it, what does my avatar benefit from this? What does your avatar benefit from coffee and conversations? You get decent, I'll say decent people, but you get good people with good conversations. You promote your coffee. You let people know what you have to offer, right? They can take it or they can leave it, right? And I think that people miss the beautiful opportunity to grow into their profit, and that only comes through service, right? And so, like, you're able to maintain this because it was one instance where you were doing this for free, and you value the profit. You know what I'm saying? You value the profit differently, and so. If y'all think this, specifically speaking regarding podcasting, if y'all think this is just a game where you're just gonna get money all of a sudden, just like off real, you gotta enter in a space where you say, okay, I'm doing this for marketing purpose. I'm doing this for a different purpose,
know what you want,
and the money is gonna come, but you can't do it for that.
I'm gonna tell you the person that I've seen that did the most in this space, and I'm proud of what she did, right? But it's an anomaly. The Hawk Tour girl.
The who?
It's a Hawk Tour. Whoever, some people may know it, right? But it's the Hawk Tour girl, right? Because just look it up. It's a little sleazy, y'all. But
y'all know who he talking about? Okay, all right.
But,
y'all gonna show me out.
Okay, we'll figure it, but because there may be some kids watching, but it's the Hawk Tour girl, right? You know how you hit some people on the street ask a question, right? And it was basically, I go ahead and say, they was like, so what do you do with your man? She said, I Hawk Tour, I spit on that thing, right? Okay. So that's what it was. But it went viral, right? Somebody got with her, okay? And was able to get her. Next thing you knew, because that thing went viral, she was on WWE, she was in rodeo, she was somewhere everywhere. She blew up.
Yeah.
But somebody knew what to do with her, and she was in the backwoods of the country. Somebody didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
But she just was being funny.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was an anomaly.
Yeah.
But it happened for her, and it went big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would tell people, you're not gonna have everybody. That was her blessing that happened for her.
Yeah.
But in this business, 9 times out of 10, don't nobody care what you're saying. Okay, let me say this again. Don't nobody care what Joe Lockett is saying. Don't nobody care what Jessica's saying. Let me say this, and I'm saying it respectfully.
No,
but with content, we have to make them care by the time that we put into this. We have to understand what the content is. So if you're doing this business, you said it earlier, Be true to who you are. If you be yourself, you will grow and evolve as you're doing this business.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was me. Because people say, obviously, I want to have a conversation. And my team know that I'm good at politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had Doug Jones, we had the mayor.
You had a lot of people.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that came onto the show, right? And they reached out. I mean, some the mayor really took a while to get, but some other people just reaching out to us because they look at my background and what I've done, military and all of this stuff. So they trust me.
Yeah.
And that's the other part in this business. Trust.
That part.
People have to trust you to want to be able to come onto your show, right?
Yeah.
But see, I have a hit list that I want myself, that I want to get certain people on. I want to be able to interview Stephen A. Smith. Mm-hmm. I want to interview Steve Harvey. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to interview Oprah, right?
That's a good one.
I don't want to be able to interview what it was one more person that I wanted. Oh, Obama.
Yeah,
I want to interview one of the Bushes. I want to interview Bush. So it's a couple people I have on my hit list that I do want to sit down and interview. I will fly myself there. So if y'all are watching, I will come to wherever you are, right? And
don't put it out there.
You got to put it out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and what's the name? She just lost her show, Sherry Shepherd. That is my baby. Sherry, she always saying she's looking for a man, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sherry Shepherd.
Lisa, come.
Lisa, I mean, not Lisa. Close that, but Sherry. You know what I'm saying? You work out, I work out.
All right, Joe. Get back. Come back, Joe. Come back.
I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation with Sherry Shepherd right now.
Joe trying to not be single no more. That's what he's trying.
Man, listen, man. Can you imagine Joe and Sherry Shepherd show?
That'll be an interesting show. That'll be an interesting show. Vibrant. It's gonna be very vibrant.
Yes, Lord. Sherry.
That's your type, Joe.
Huh?
Sherry, your type.
Man, listen, Sherry, beautiful.
But I'm saying that's your type.
Yeah. Right? Why not? Yes.
I'm
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Just in case somebody was trying to figure out.
Like Sherry be saying, somebody can get it. Sherry, you can get it. Okay. Sherry Shepherd, your boy Joe Lockett. I'll come to you. I'll set the podcast and we'll come to you and we'll have fun. So y'all at Sherry Shepherd on this right here for me. Okay.
I'm screaming.
Don't scream. And when I get the interview, I'm gonna say, Jessica, come on.
I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit right here.
All right, you know what I'm saying? But if we got to fly out there, I'm gonna say, Jessica, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay,
go. We're gonna do it. So yeah, but those are some of the people that I want to be able to interview. There are some other ones that we're working on, but I will say this before I finish this game, I'm gonna get all of them or some of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because one of my best interviews I think I ever had, because I got to interview some amazing people, but one of my best ones, guess who I got to interview?
Oh.
This interview here blew my mind. I was on radio. I got to interview. Man, when I tell you this, it's still for me Martin Luther King's son.
How was that?
To hear him talk about his mom and his dad, and even how I got that interview, right? It was through one of those happenstance.
Yeah.
But I actually had Martin Luther King's son, Junior, sitting there talking to me, and he talked to us for about a good 45 minutes.
That's so solid. Because they don't always be having their time though, because you have to make sure you're in that time.
One thing about me, people will say what they won't do, or but when they get with you and they're comfortable, because I had R. Kelly's wife on my show, Andrea Kelly, she was on my show, and they said notes everything. Do not talk about the king of R&B. Don't say nothing about him. Got it. We doing the show. I ain't say nothing. We were just talking. She brought it up.
Yeah.
She started talking about it.
Yeah. When people are comfortable, they open up.
Robin Gibbons came to my show. Right? She can only stay 10 minutes. Robin Gibbons wanted to stay in the whole show. So, those things gave you the confidence, but I knew I had something when I was able to get those kind of people. Yeah. Like Steve Harvey's one of my mentors, right? And he's my mentor from afar. If I don't interview anybody, I want to interview him.
Yeah.
Because when I got into the radio business, I got into the radio business because I heard Steve Harvey. Right? And Steve Harvey, I said, I can do. If anybody looked at my earlier shows, that earlier show is everything Steve Harvey had. A comedian, a Tommy, a Shirley Strawberry, right? All those people's on my show. I had Uncle Boz, I had Joe was the comedian, Melville was Shirley, was Carla, right? And Uncle Boz was Tommy, and I was Steve Harvey. If you look at our pictures, we patterned it after them. Anyway, when I started that show, I patterned it out for him, and this is how God works. I'm gonna say it was like 8 years later, maybe 6 years, because my goal was to get off weekend radio and be able to get a weekday show.
Yeah.
Guess who told me congratulations on my weekday show when I got my first primetime spot?
Was it Steve? Awesome.
On his morning show, I got a call from Hot 107 and said, "You may want to listen to the radio at 7:02 this morning." And Steve talked about me for about a good 6 minutes.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Shirley, Tommy, all of them say congratulations, Joe Lockett.
I'm curious about this. How would you describe the difference between podcasting and the radio?
It's visual. With radio, now if you ask me which one I love best, I love radio better.
Why?
Because with radio, it's just your voice. And you have to affect people to be able to call in to you because of something you said. That tests your skill set. See, here I can be animated, I can do this here, I can, whatever. So you get to see me and talk to me. So it's a cheat code for me. On radio, you don't know how they look. Now let's just be honest. You done heard some people's voice, you see them in person like, whoa, wait a minute, right? So being on radio for me was a gift because I was taught in radio when I first got on radio that you have to pick your audience. Pick two people, right? Pick a woman and pick a man. Give them a name. And whatever you do, whatever news story you break, whatever segment you do, talk directly to them, right? And if you talk directly to those two people, you will find your voice. And those two people, so it was Sally and John that I would talk to every single day because I was on a white radio station, right?
Okay.
So it was Sally and John. I wanted Sally and John to call in, right? So I had to figure out when I heard a news story, right? Give me something real quick. Just give me something real quick. I'm gonna talk to Sally and John real quick. Just give me something. Yeah, something quick.
Dolly.
Today, man, right here on the Joe Lockett Show, we lost a good one. While I'm talking, y'all give me a call. 866-254-9222-3322. Dolly, she was a good one. I tell y'all today, man, if I never got a chance to meet Dolly, but we knew Dolly. You knew Dolly too, right? You remember song 9 to 5? Do y'all remember 9 to 5? Y'all take me to break. Take me to break. We'll be right back. It's the Joe Lockett Show. We'll see you guys in a minute. But I just hit those people. Now my phones are ringing because everybody want to talk. You see what I'm saying? Did I touch you?
Well, I was like, okay, where is it going? So I think with the knowledge that I have, and that's what I'm asking right now. So with you saying the difference is the video compartment, when it wasn't video driven, because podcasting has been around longer than the video portion of the audio, because it's been audible
before in the beginning.
And so, but you came around when the video was just as important as the audio.
Well, the people, you got to think about this now. When it was just audio, there was a niche. It was a cult of people that listened to that back in the day.
Correct.
Right? Correct. Everybody was podcasting would be nothing if it wasn't for the celebrities. Okay. You had a few people out there who knew about podcasting, but when the celebrities got into podcasting, that's when everybody started trying to go do it. Now you had the Gary V's of the world, you had the Mr. Beast and all that. People knew. The average folks didn't know them. People who was in media, who was in that space on the internet, you knew them. If you was on Spotify, you knew them. But everybody know the word podcasting now, right? Now in the early 2000s, I think it was, probably 2000. When the podcast came around, it really get popped up.
It really hit off when
2015, 16. But 15, 16, right?
And then it hit another hiatus more in 2020.
Yeah, because when I was on radio and I was paying for my show, people would say, "Hey, Joe, you should be doing podcasts because it's less expensive." And for me, I'm like, man, I'm a radio talk show host. I don't want to be no podcast because it was honestly, if you was in radio with people on the radio show with a station behind you, podcasting was looked at as, I'm not going to go do no podcasting. I don't care what nobody say. At the end of the day, back in 2015, 16, nobody really looking at podcasting like that. Now, the people may be saying, well, you don't know. Yeah, I do know. I know people that was big. I knew some of the people in the game. But those people had been in the game way before podcasting became podcasting. Gary V is one of the main people back in the day that did the wine library, okay, on YouTube. So I know what I'm talking about, right? Gary V was that guy that was selling wine and turned that into a multi-million dollar thing and got his book and all this stuff. I got a chance to talk to Gary V when he was doing this stuff, right? I read the books. I got all the books and all the other good stuff. I get it. But real talk, until celebrities got into this game and started getting their own name and figured out they could get their own platform, that's when podcasts became more popular, right? Because now we're watching it. The average people, the average Joe was not watching podcasts in 2015, 16. You still listen to your radio. You still listen to the newscast on radio and watching cable TV. Right? When you got into your car, you turn on your favorite radio station. You still listen to Tom Joyner, Ricky Smiley, you know what I'm saying? All those people at 2015. You was not turning on your favorite podcast. Anybody, let me say this here. In 2015, 2016, what podcast would you listen to? Nobody can tell you. Right? Now, like I said, 2018, 19, certain celebrities started doing stuff, and you had reality stars that started getting on these different podcasts and stuff like that, right? That started happening. And you had a few people that was busting out. But if you're not famous, you're not famous. But what started happening was some of the people was going viral. They was getting on the Sherry Shepherd show. They was getting on what's the name? Tamron Hall show, right? And that started bringing a little bit more notoriety to them. And then the Breakfast Club started bringing some of the podcasts onto the show. And so podcasts started building from there. And then people started realizing, okay, you don't need radio. And here's the other thing, Justin. I don't know if you know this, but what really made podcasting famous was celebrities stopped going to TV and radio and doing hits, right? They started going to different podcasts, right? And advertising their movies. They go to the ones that had the biggest following, right? And they were advertising their movie from there. That's when it took a big change back in the day, right? Because celebrities stopped going to, because remember there were times you can only hear about the celebrity show or the new movie coming out if they was on a radio station. Right? Now you get the information off of podcasts, right? So that now if you do their radio don't have it. They don't even do the hits in the late night shows anymore. It's becoming a thing of the past. It's these shows like The Pivot, you got the Breakfast Club and all these other podcasts that's out there, right? So podcasting is a great thing, but it wasn't always what it was. Yeah, it has definitely grown
because, and I think the word or the language I would say that's the biggest difference is the controllable measure for people. Like you said, I don't need approval to start a podcast. I just need the equipment, the tenacity, and the yes to myself to do it, and a good strategic plan. Right. You know what I'm saying? But with radio, you had to be approved for that type of stuff. And you had to pay somebody. You had to know somebody. And you just taught me something, because I didn't know you had to pay for your show. I didn't have to. That's how I got in the radio. Because I was not a radio host. I didn't know nothing about radio. Yeah. So I couldn't go to the station. I want to be on radio today. Right. And so to be the next Steve Harvey, I had to go buy airtime. Okay. So I bought airtime, and that's how I got on radio. Okay. So I bought my airtime. The only time they had was on a Saturday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. But now you got platforms like YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. When I was probably one of the first ones in Alabama that was on Facebook and YouTube, when they was allowing you to do 15, 20 minutes live on Facebook. Because when Facebook first started, they only let you do 15 to 20 minutes, right? Yeah, they only now you can go as long as you want to, but because they didn't have the bandwidth back then. Yeah. But my show started at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I would go live for those 15 minutes, right? I would drag I had a banner, one of the big old long banners. We would drag our banner in, set our banner up in the dark. I set my banner up in the dark because you got radio time. You got 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you out. I had bought for the hour time. So we had to set it up outside in the dark, bring it in, right, and start the radio show. And once the radio show started, right, we had the cameras on, and I'm talking to the camera. Because my thing was, I got it early. I was married at the time. I was laying in bed with my wife, then wife. And do you know Kim Scott? Well, DJ Strick's wife. Yes. Right, Kim Scott. And I told him this story when I was on his show. I was laying in the bed. His wife was on 95, I think it's 98.7. She was doing the interview, right? And she just happened to go live, right? And I kept saying, hey, Kim, hey, Kim, hey, Kim, right? And she was on radio, and I was listening to her. And she said, hey, Joe, I see you on Facebook. I didn't know her at the time. I was like, wait a minute. This guy, I said, oh. So I got to Kim Scott
off of Facebook, and she on radio, and she just said my name. It clicked. You know what I'm saying? I saw. I said, okay, this connect this to this, and everybody just heard my name.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm laying in the bed. I'm excited. My wife is sitting there looking like, what's wrong with this guy? But I got it. Yeah. Right. And so those kind of moments. So I took that and I said, okay, when I got my radio show, I remember that. And then when Facebook started doing had a little bit more time, that's when I started to build my show. So I got old clips on there, like on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I started this game in 2009.
Yeah.
On radio. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I love the different perspectives. Because I honestly have been thinking, like, I wonder what the difference. I would love to be in that environment to see, because I know you got to learn like the boards and all this stuff like that. No. Oh, you didn't have to do that.
No, you have a producer.
Yeah, okay.
So when you go on radio, you're a radio talk show host, right? Or you are a DJ that's talking between songs. I was a radio talk show host. Well, I talked. My job was to talk. There was no music.
Okay.
When we went to break and the ads came on, that was it. But then when we came back from break, I was talking the whole time.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's different. Yeah. Okay.
So radio talk show host and a DJ is different. A DJ plays music and they talk a little bit in between. They sell stuff, take phone calls, then they go back to the music.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
A radio talk show host is a person who talks the whole time.
Talk the whole time. Okay.
Yeah, so I was built for this.
Yeah, because we be talking. We've been talking for a good little minute.
And we've been talking, yes.
Yeah, so good for a minute.
We need to bring you back.
Okay.
Okay. Definitely want to bring you back.
Y'all hit it live, right? He wants your girl to come back.
I do. I want you to come back because we got so much more. But I do want to talk about this before we get up out of here. TEDx.
Oh, oh my gosh! Let me tell you, I can't believe I did that. That was man. I did never imagine. You want to know something? January, sitting at my desk, and I was talking to the Lord, and I was like, Lord, I want to be prepared for stages like TED Talk, meaning that I wanted to make sure I was able to articulate myself in a manner that everybody understood. I wasn't trying to be on no TED Talk stage. And so
wait a minute, you should code switching on me.
No, that was me. That was me like getting excited. Different octave. But yeah, literally the next day, shout out to Ladarius Hutchinson. Like he came on my show. He's been on my podcast twice. And he was like, hey, somebody's about to reach out to you. Like, didn't ask me or anything like that. And then Lisa texted me, was like, hey, I'm trying to see if you were interested. And I got on the phone with her, and I didn't really understand what I agreed to. Really did. She warned. She did all the warning in the world. But I'm so glad that I did it. Like, I'm really, really proud of myself.
I saw you there at TED.
Yeah,
that's what we first met, right? Yeah. You're like, you Joe Locker. I'm like, you Jessica. Right? Because you get ready to go up on stage, right? Yeah, so you see everybody, hello, everybody. I said, I want you on my show. Right? And that's how I got it, y'all. It wasn't working with the people, so I had to hit her up. Yeah. So when I said it, so I got in her inbox, I DM'd her.
Not like that. Joe gonna be fresh with one of y'all Sherry's out there.
But hey man, listen. When me and Sherry out there, you shut your mouth, just say hello, okay?
I'm gonna say hey.
And that's all I need y'all to do. But when I saw you on stage, Jessica, let me say this: you belong there. You did your thing. You know, everybody up there. One thing I can say about Lisa, right? She prepares you.
Oh,
she's tough. But her calm demeanor of her voice, the way she comes across to everybody, right? She gets you prepared. And if you make it through and you get to the red dot day, you're going to be ready for what you got to go do. And when I saw you, and I'm gonna say in your element, right? Because the message that you gave, and what was your TED Talk about?
It was called the hidden cost of unasked questions.
Give me a little bit.
Give you a little bit.
Yeah, give me some. Talk to me.
Listen now.
No,
Listen, what? No, this is what I'm about to do. Can you, excuse me, sir, can you put the link? We need them views.
We need the views.
Can you put the link in the comment?
Okay.
But no, basically.
So give them something to go to the link for. Nah, you ain't gonna get out of it.
What is your relationship like with questions? Have you ever considered it? Right? And I don't think that people have considered it. Like the reason why you might tense up, the reason why you might hesitate to answer, the reason why you haven't done it is because your relationship with questions is connected to the time where your experience was either good or it was bad, right? When you were growing up, did your parents answer you when you said, or you need to stay in the child's place? right? These are things that we have to revisit so that we can be better.
Stop. Now y'all go follow the link.
Okay.
Now y'all go follow the link. Now y'all go to the link. All right. Now go to the link. That's what I'm talking about. You said what you gonna do. Where we gonna go? You better be ready to follow you with your boy. Man, we got so much more we want to talk about. We'd love to have you back because I want to do some more stuff with you.
Okay.
But we got to get up out of here.
Okay.
Did you enjoy the coffee?
Baby, let me tell you something about this coffee. Y'all better, where the bag at?
Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Jessica S. Smith, and I approve of this coffee. What is it? Love You First coffee. Oh, Love You First. My goodness, I love it. And it got, I thought it said mushroom. I was like, oh my gosh, I just drank some mushroom. I don't like it. But no, this is really good. This is really good. I just like a lot of honey, but this is so good. So good.
Before we get out of here, Jessica, I always ask my guests 2 questions.
Okay.
All right. So I heard you talk a lot about your faith, right? And I know that's big for you. What I'm curious about, and I really would like to know this, right? How does God talk to Jessica S. Smith? Is it in a voice? Is it a sound? Is it through a dream? Or maybe even a reoccurring event? How does God talk to Jessica?
That's so good. That is so good. Thank you for asking me that. The Lord talks to me in different ways, right? Typically, when it's just me and him, typically I'm hearing something like I'll be interrupted. I'm in the middle of doing something and he'll interrupt me. And I know it's not my thoughts because I'm not smart enough to think that way, right? The second thing is I just asked God to open my dream life back up. And I've had a dream every night since I've done that. And so he talks to me through dreams. He talks to me through like just dialogue. Like I'll be in the middle of something and he interrupts that thought and I know it's not mine. It's just a knowing. And then he also talks to me through people, right? When you're always alert and always open to what the Lord has for you, you'll be to ask the Lord something and it comes through an answer from somebody else. And so that's the way that the Lord normally talks to me and I listen.
Wow. Okay. Last question. I'm not going to go there. I want to go here with you. Now that you're 34.
Still tender. I'm still tender.
Okay. Young tenderoni.
Tender. Okay. Somebody call me a little cougarish, but I'm still tender.
She's 1 year older than my daughter.
Yeah. Your daughter is 33?
My oldest is 33.
Oh, I bet she's cute.
Of course, she's like a mama. As long as she can take her dad, she'll be okay. She got a dad that's smart, but she got a mama looks. But I want to ask Jessica this here. What would you say to the 15-year-old Jessica? If you could go back right now with all the worldly experience you done had, everything you've done, and you got a moment to go back and whisper something into little Jessica S. Smith's ear, what would you say to her?
It all works out. It all works out because it was a point where I didn't think I was so focused on doing that I didn't appreciate the moment and value the moments. So certain memories I don't really recall because I didn't value it enough to say, okay, let me embrace it. Because I didn't think it was going to work out without me being the doer that I was. But it all worked out.
So this is what I always do at the end of the show. Just I give my show to my guests. Talk to the camera right there. Gonna put that camera. Gonna be right there.
Okay.
Tell them anything you want to tell them. Tell them how to find you. Tell them what you got coming up. Tell them how to find Jessica out there and what you're doing.
Awesome. So I want to say thank you so much, Joe, for having me on. Thank you for this amazing coffee. And I'm not happy I've been having it up because I would tell Joe the truth when he asked me the question. But thank you so much for having me. And thank you guys for listening. Listen, if you are thinking about starting a podcast, if you're thinking about doing content, whatever you're thinking about doing, just go ahead and start. Right? Go start making the steps to doing what you want to do, because if you don't start today, tomorrow doesn't get to appreciate what you did yesterday. And so I just want you to understand that everyone has a starting point. I might be further than you, but I had to take the same steps. They might look different, but I still had to take the steps. And so you can follow me on all platforms at the Jessica S. Smith. That's TheJessicasSmith. And I will look forward to you joining my community, the engagement that I have going on. I like to post. I like to engage. I do check my DMs, and I respond. You gonna have my back on that? Say I do.
She do respond.
Okay.
She respond quickly, but I don't know if she responded quick because she found out I was the Joe. I was the Joe Lockett, or did she just respond? I don't know about that because she met me first before she responded.
Joe, exactly. We don't know.
Hey, y'all, I hope you guys have enjoyed this show, man. If you guys got time, of course, always go out to Love You First and get my coffee. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it here on the Joe Like Show. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, Facebook and YouTube. LIM is the network where everything falls off. And yeah, we got Let Her Cook. She just did a new episode. So make sure you guys check out Chef Pickens Show. It's out there on LIM. Oh, I'm on this camera here? Okay, I'm on this camera right here. So y'all make sure y'all go out there and check it on LIM. If y'all follow me right now, I appreciate you. Now, baby girl, big dog, y'all go back and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your coffee, and I'll see you guys next week. You know how I feel about you, right? Of course. I love you.